What is going on, everybody? I am here to play some more Final Fantasy Renaissance. I don't even know how I did that. Uh-oh. Hopefully nothing's messed up. I have to check my OBS. Check. Okay. It's loading up right now. It's going to probably be really big on the screen because I need to minimize it. And it does weird things when it's loading up. It is Game Over Hell. What is going on, Game Over Hell? By the way, you watching at home should follow Game Over Hell. I say this every single week, and that's because you should follow them. They just came out with a review covering Darksiders 2. And it was a good review, if I do say so myself. That is a channel that you should follow. And I guarantee you that he will not commit charity fraud. 100%. I'm not saying anyone has. I'm just saying he won't. Fair enough? Fair enough. Okay, cool. I don't think we will either. No promises, because... I mean, I shouldn't. I mean, I don't think I would. I don't want to go there, really, but I kind of do. I don't. I'm going to leave it alone. So right now, I have started a new save. I've gotten a new group here. And they suck. Been led astray. There's some cool abilities with this. I'll get into what my party is in a second once I get down to Elfland. Elf World? I don't know. I should probably just be able to straight up attack them. Yeah. Actually, I think I'll do a combo. Boost. Just regular attack. This shouldn't be too brutal. I hope. Okay, so while they're attacking, I have a red mage, I have a black belt, I have a time mage, and I have an evoker. I miss my bard. I miss my bard a lot. I should be playing Shantae right now for an upcoming episode. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. I took tomorrow off, I should say. I took a day off. And I'll be playing that. I have to get that done this week. I have to get a lot of things done this week. I have complicated things. I probably have to play that with the guide, so I'm not going to... I don't want to get into it, but let's just say I think I was looking forward to that game a lot more than I thought I was going to, so I have to temper my expectations. And now I need to get it done, which isn't as fair. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? The Hoagie Man, Mr. Savagery. I'm back again already. I am back again, playing more. I want to find out more what's going on with these classes. There's so much here, and I had fun, so I want to keep playing this. Hey, it's Mr. Booty. How you doing, Booty? So who do we got here? We got Savage the Hoagie Man. Thank you for stopping by. Super Dave, who is the host of the Treehouse Anime Club, which is a great podcast if you want to know about the production of anime. Not so much about the anime itself. You do get that, of course, but the production of anime. Go check out the Treehouse Anime Club. They are a great channel. Their latest episode is out. I know they're prepping for some Cowboy Bebop in their Discord. So if you want to head over there, you listen to their Discord, you listen to their show. If you want to put in some comments about Cowboy Bebop, that's the place to do it, man. I put my comments down there, and you should too. Booty, I'm doing well, Booty. I'm doing very well. There's no such thing as too much cayenne, at least. Well, yes, there is. What's going on, Freak? Bang Bang Niner Gang? Did they play today? I am way behind on the NFL. I just know the Bears won. I don't know if I'm happy or not. I'm a Bears fan. I want them... They might fuck up and make it to the playoffs, man. I had a baked bean, so it's super spicy and a little sweet. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Beat the Sea Chickens? Yeah. Makes sense. I heard they started Drew Lock instead of Geno Smith. Like, everyone's been injured. Like, my fantasy team is done. I'm not even paying attention anymore. Because I saw that Josh Jacobs got injured. And then, what's his face? Herbert got injured. And I was like, okay, this is the week. This is the week that we're supposed to, week before we go to the playoffs. And, yeah, they just suck. My team just sucked. Everyone got injured. Everyone's been getting injured all season. I've been lucky, but... Let's watch a completionist response video. I guess Carl and Muda are going to make response videos too. Muda did make a response video. It's out there. I haven't watched the entirety. I've watched half of it. I'm just... You know what? I have no idea what happened. And I think it's just time to let the IRS take care of it. But you know what? It looks... I don't know how it looks. I'm not even going to say how it looks. I like the completionist. I like the completionist's content. And, you know, I really hope that everything that Gerard Khalil is doing is above board. But who knows, man? It's a crazy world. People surprise you in the best and worst ways. Let me look and see. Let's catch up here. If the Cowgirls win tonight, the Niners move to the #1 seed. That's good. Good for the Niners. One of the random questions that is yelled to my wife from across the house. Nice. I think you're talking about the I think you're talking about the game. If a family member asked you to co-sign something, would you? No. I watched a full response video at this point. I'm waiting on the app. Me too. Oh, dang. What up, Parallax Puddles? Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. He is here. Oh, dang, indeed. Wait, what are we talking about? The completionist, I think. I think we're talking about the completionist. And I think that's... I've seen the response video from Gerard. I've seen half of the response video from Muda again. And... yeah, it just needs to go to the RS. I'm not answering that, Booty. Nice question, though. Not in a public forum. I'm leaving that one alone. If that family member falls behind on payments, okay. Normal Boots is cursed. I agree. What's going on, Keaton? What could PBG be hiding? Can we not ask this question? I don't care. Let him hide. Let him hide whatever he wants to hide. I don't give a shit. Unless he's murdering people. Or charity fraud. But, like, I don't care. See, right now I'm just doing endless grinding. I'm answering your questions because this party is terrible. Ever tried cinnamon buns and chili mixed together? Absolutely not. I don't honestly care too much either. Just think it's bizarre how it keeps happening. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Some people just don't know how to deal with fame. That's the reality of it. And sometimes people, like, they get a lot of fame, but they don't know how to deal with it, and then they adjust. And this isn't the normal party. What happened? I beat the game, Keaton. I have to upload that video, by the way, so it gets on the YouTubes. But I started a new party because I beat the game. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was an easy run. This is almost an all-mage party. Yeah, I was told that the Evoker was broken. The Evoker is not broken. At least right now. There's cool things the Evoker can do, but the Evoker is not broken. Ah, poison. I mean, I haven't kept up with his content because his co-host, Alex, is kind of an asshat. But the situation has been interesting, to say the least. Are you talking about the completionist, like Alex Facciani, or whatever his name is? Yeah. I haven't kept up with his content in a while either. I liked his old format more. I know why he did it. He's been pretty transparent about why he changed his content. It's because it just matches better with the algorithms and what people want with their videos nowadays. YouTube drama is the last thing I want to think about on the daily. There's always more. Yeah, there is always more. This isn't really drama. I mean, it's illegal stuff. But, like, the other thing is I never donated to his charity, so I couldn't care less, you know? It's just something that's shocking. And I've watched his content. When I start... So, like, the first time I found the Completionists, they were on a break. And Greg was still on the show. And I think, like, we talked about Greg leaving the Completionist on our show back in, like, 2015 or so. Like, that's somewhere back there. I couldn't tell you exactly when that happened, but we talked about it, I think. But I was watching it before that. Like, they were on a break, and they had this, like, little video. They, like, were in this competition, and they won it, and they had this video that, like, had the background and the music playing of what would happen if you put, like, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 into the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge. And, like, oh, we'll be back in a few months, because we just won this thing, or whatever. And that's when I started watching The Completionist. So I think it was sometime around 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. And I really liked his content back then. I really liked his content for a long time. I stopped watching it around 2015, and then I started watching again 2018, 19, and then I just kind of dropped it off. Hey, what's going on, Randall? You have a birthday coming up soon, don't you? I'm going to make sure everyone in the Discord celebrates it. No. Just to give a brief update what's going on here. I do have a new party. I beat the game on the other save file. And I was like, I had so much fun there. I just want to start a new game. New party. Like I love to do with the original Final Fantasy. Starting a new party is like one of my pastimes with this game. It's weird. But I have raced the Red Mage, Goku the Monk, Eccles the Time Mage, and Yuna the Summoner. Well, Evoker. Whole thing is just shitty. But right now I'm grinding because this party is weak. My monk has not hit that gear yet. When the monk hits the gear, it's going to happen. I thought my red mage was going to be doing more damage. But the other problem is I'm just not making enough money to buy the spells I need. And I don't have the spell slots. I need to be, like, efficient. Especially prior to the March Cave. The March Cave is brutal. I should get that cave up. I should get that map up. Because that's going to be really difficult. So, give me a second here. There we go. Got it all up. Nice and kind of simple compared to the other caves I've been dealing with right before the end. Infinite money code? Oh, I wish. It's not that. This isn't a ROM hack, though. I don't want to cheat it. I don't want to cheese it. By the way, has anyone listened to our 1080 episode today? I think it turned out really well. I think we did a really good job with it. When Ashton got done editing it, he's like, check out this part that's really funny. And I even listened to it. It's like, yeah, that is funny. Like, it takes a lot for me to laugh at something I do. Because, you already heard it and stuff like that. But I hope you do enjoy it if you haven't. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Savagery, that you're listening to it. Anyway, sadly, due to the Unity, the code keeps changing, but still easy to give yourself infinite gold. Oh, I did not know that. And welcome, Ainare. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us. I have a small backlog of episodes from the 4 main pods I listen. I wish I only had 4, man. It's so hard to keep up with all of them. New episode was a lot of fun. Thank you, Keaton. And at the end of the episode, and we've already posted the social media, well, X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. The King of Games 1996 will be coming to Patreon on January 2nd, 2004, of course. And I listen to a lot more than 4, but I give you money. I give money to 4. Aw. New King of Games, yeah. I hope Donkey Kong Country 3 wins. It's part of the tournament. I can't reveal anything about the tournament. All I can say is that it starts January 2nd on Patreon. But if you are not part of Patreon, if it's not in your budget, that's completely understandable and fine. Everything will be coming to the main feed in May of 2004. But it goes to Patreon and it launches there on January 2nd. So when Super Mario 64 wins. I mean, that's the juggernaut, right? RHP still number 1, though. That 1-month break should never happen again. When did we take a break? I want to take a break at some point. It'd be nice. I'd have to take money away from Danny, and that would make him sad. Don't take money away from Danny. I like Danny. And I'm on his show a lot, too. You don't have to take anything away. My Patreon break. Ah, I got you. Well, if you gotta take a break, you gotta take a break. I mean, Bubsy 3D deserves a shot at least in the 2nd round. Bubsy 3D did not make the tournament. Danny is a great show. I agree. I agree, especially when I'm on it. I'm just kidding. But I am on it quite a bit, yeah. He has a great show regardless. I got the #1 best game in 1996. Yeah, I'll be on his show a few times. I did the Zone of the Enders episode. Yes, you did. It was a great episode. Zone of the Enders is a great game. I love it. Saturn Bomberman. I don't think that was released in the United States in 1998. It's a great game. It's a great game. Praise Saturn. Why don't you all take a break? Take a month off or something. Come back with a special episode or something. I don't know. I almost don't want to. Like, I do, but I don't. I do need to be smarter about my time management, though. I've kind of overcommitted myself in some ways. Oh, I thought it was King of Games 1996. It is. It's one of those things, you take a break, it's possible to go back on the treadmill. Yeah, I think so too. Like, it have to be, like, I would overplan the shit out of that break. Saturn Bomberman wins. It's a great game, but it didn't come out in 1996. At least not in North America. Maybe it came out in Japan in 1996. I mean, they did take a break and only had one 2016 episode and one 2017. That's true. That's because I was overseas. Got it on a 10-day weekend during the holidays. Nice. I got two 4-day weekends during the holidays. And I make my own schedule at work, so I do have to show up. Hopefully you'll be driving back to West Virginia, seeing a family or picking stuff up. Am I still grinding? Am I still grinding? What's my... Seeing my mom. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good for you. Good for you. I have not been home. Home for me being outside Chicago, Illinois. I have not been home in 10 years. Maybe a little more than 10 years. So if you can afford to go see your family, I highly advise it. I can't afford it. That's my reason. Got the nerd Christmas tree up and the new ornaments added just to add batteries to the one. Nice. I hope all of you have a great Christmas. Really do. I'd help pay for it at this point. Don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry. One day I'll be able to afford it. I added my Buc-ee's ornament to my tree. Hooray, Buc-ee's! Yeah, that makes sense. We got a Buc-ee's here not too long ago. It's in St. Augustine, which is a good distance south. Do I need to say my best Christmas gift? It's definitely the 3-console Christmas, right? Buc-ee's is the mecca of gas stations. Yes, but Wawa is more practical. I haven't been to Wawa in a while. I need to go to Wawa this week. I haven't been to Wawa. Well, I'm going to go to my taco place on Tuesday. Because they have $2 tacos. And they have fire. They're like real tacos. Not Taco Bell tacos. And I would be more than willing to get some Taco Bell tacos. But when the Taco Bell tacos cost $2 and the real tacos cost $2, I'm getting the real tacos. What's going on, Jenny? Mine was my mom helping me buy my first car by replacing all the tires on the beater I couldn't drive. Nice. Very nice. I live in Wawa country and I still prefer Sheets any day. We don't have Sheets. I don't even know what that is. Will Sega Sanshiro Claus visit you this Christmas? Only to give me a thumbs up and say thank you for loving the Saturn. There will be no new Saturn games, and well, they don't have to be. I mean, an SD card or my SSD is all the Saturn games I need. But if he comes by, we will have a sumo match and a nice drink of whiskey, and enjoy the day. Who would be the Sega Sanshiro of the Wii U? Reggie. Jack, where is she? Why are you all so weak? Oh, Chris, Katie said her favorite episode of a top 3 podcast was the episode you talked about the letter C. That makes me smile. I loved being on that one. There's a poll going on for the top 3 podcasts right now for their patrons over there at the Tube for Tales from the Backlog. And they're doing things that start with the letter S. And I don't want to say I want to be on that episode because I was one with things that start with the letter T. I would love to be if that wins the poll. By no means do I expect to be or I demand to be, but I think that would be fun. But I had a great time with that crew. such a great time. Why are you sad? Did you listen to episode Ozzy and I did with Dave? Yeah, man, that was great. That's a great episode. Google Podcast is going away next year. Yeah, I might swap over to TerraPlayer, but I'm gonna have to find another one for the non-gaming episodes. Sheets is another. Oh, so they're like a fried food place. Okay. After I listened to that episode that you and Ozzy were on, I had to reach out to Dave and be like, hey, dude, I don't think I plugged my podcast as much as you did on that episode. Yeah, I prefer it as well. I'm going to have to actually start ranking my friends' podcasts. Give them all 5 stars. I hate my magic situation right now. It's so pitiful. I don't have enough gold. Fried food and other convenience store stuff. I might need one of you to jump in the chat. Just that good? Aww. I might need one of you to jump in the, Yeah, I'll take you, Randall. I'll take you in. I'm going to jump over in the host one. I cannot keep up with this chat. I want to keep up with all of you, but I don't think I possibly can. So I'm going to jump in the patron party. There it is. I've heard of Flying J.
Boom. What's up?
Yo, what's going on, Randall? Thank you for stopping by. I need the help because there's a lot going on in the chat, and I can't do that and play the game. I am lost.
Bro, I think it was mostly me, Parallax Pedals talking about sheets, which I'm gonna say it now with my voice. It's fucking goated. Like, it's so good. I wish they had them up here, but they don't.
Yeah, we don't have them here either. So we only have Wawa.
I'm trying to think what they have. Shell and Citgo, like CITGO or whatever.
Yeah, those are just regular convenience stores down here, though. Are they like special up there?
No, it's just like those are the options. But Sheets, I guess Sheets is like maybe it's a Midwest thing.
Maybe
someone can correct me.
It's probably a Midwest East because it wasn't in Illinois when I was growing up, unless it's a relatively new thing.
I think it's been around since early 2000s. God, I'm gonna Google it. Sheets. But also, I see people talking about Pocket Casts. Yes, it is the best. Like, I'm gonna shill for it. It's the best, like, Google Podcast replacer, in my opinion, or whatever you're using, Chris. I didn't even hear the one you're using.
I use Google Podcasts.
I thought you were gonna use something else in its replacement, though.
TerraPlayer.
Never heard of
it. They're like, I don't know. They could be the next Good Pods, whereas they're kind of weird and I don't know, like always telling everyone to listen to their stuff on there. But you know, they seem genuine trying to get people to listen to their stuff. So I'm gonna give it a shot. They're trying to be one of the new podcatcher services. And if it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm looking forward to giving them. It's all like video game podcasts on there.
Oh, okay. I mean, is it kind of like maybe you don't know what it is, but maybe somebody else does. Is it like the Wondery app? You know, for podcast addicts or whatever. Like Wondery is all about shows published by Wondery, and it's just like a huge conglomerate. It's like an what's the term I'm thinking of? Like an multi-channel media, MCM. What?
Oh yeah. It's not like that. It's not like that.
Oh, okay.
It's just they're just a podcatcher that just is hyper focused on a certain type of podcast.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Also, Parallax Puddles talking about balls. We would sell balls at our LAN events when I was in college, and it was literally the most popular drink just because of the name. And then also, it wasn't like bad tasting. I'm not a huge soda guy though.
spell do I want? Demi looks brutal. 25%.
I've never fucking played this game.
Guaranteed. Well, it's a lot like D&D. I know you play D&D.
Yes.
So Eccles, I'll teach you Demi. Because that looks broken.
Going back through the chat, switch to Pocket Cast, talking about Sheets, more Pocket Casts, talking about the paid tier in Pocket Cast. I haven't bought the paid tier, but I'm thinking about it. I wish more apps did buy it once and you're done instead of subs, because I'm less willing nowadays to do subs more than just, bro, I'll give you $100 for your app if I really like it, as long as you don't ever fucking ask me to pay you ever again. Our furry con was sponsored by Balls. Oh. Okay, Keaton. So, would you call them fuzzy balls or?
Oh, furry balls.
Well, I mean, they're not going to be like hugely hairy.
How about balls of furry?
There you go.
There it is.
Absolutely. More things to do. Yeah. No, like there are so many instances, even when supporting people for shows and stuff. Like obviously, the podcast that I listen to every week or every month, it makes a little more sense to do a subscription because they're providing you consistent content. But there are stuff, it's like, okay, you did this large project and you're not going to do another thing for a year. Let me give you, like, do mini Kickstarters or something.
Yeah. Kickstarters, man. I need to follow up on my Kickstarters. I could be playing. I haven't played a lot of the Kickstarter games that got fulfilled, to be honest with you. I need to.
What was your most recent one that you haven't played?
Astral Ascent is the most recent one.
Okay, is it on Steam?
It is.
Oh, okay. Let me take a peek.
It's a roguelite.
Astral. Oh, $25. Fuck. Okay. It had a 1.0 release in November. Okay, so it finally, like, actually came out?
Yep.
Oh. Nice animation. It's like pixel art adjacent. Because it's definitely just 3D. Well, not sorry. Let me rephrase everything that I'm about to say. The characters are just thrown through a filter, but the world is actually pixel art.
Yeah. I thought it looked really cool. Yeah. I can't wait to play it someday, but there's so many games that I need to get on that I backed. And some of them, like, I started getting pissed. I'm like, what's the status? You haven't given me a status. And they finally came out with it, and I'm like, I don't have time to play it. I'm like, fuck.
They're like, bro, you've been asking.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, now it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah, I had time when I was asking. That's why I wanted it out then, you know.
No lie. I'm actually gonna go post this in the Shell Shack. This thing looks kind of nuts.
Yeah. There's another one that came out that he's an internet shitposter troll or something like that. So I was kind of nervous about the quality of it. I didn't know who he was when I backed the Kickstarter project, but the game itself looks pretty fucking good. And it's called Born Punk.
Born Punk?
Yeah.
Okay, $18. It's on sale for 10%. Oh, this one doesn't have nearly as many reviews as the other one did, but I'm looking at it. Oh, it's on my following. That's interesting. Have you talked about it before?
No.
Oh, I'm following it for some reason.
All right, let's see if I can get this summoned.
I can back that paid app thing. The problem is everyone loves to offer pay subscriptions, including tool company scan tool software, which is fucking stupid. I don't necessarily understand what you were saying, Parallax. Oh, you're saying like a tool company will have a scan tool that they make you pay for a subscription to fucking update it. Okay, I think that's what you were saying. That's kind of nuts. I mean, when I worked for Dollar General, you had to pay, again, this was like 8 years ago at this point. They had to pay to, like, just get their register software. And they had to pay yearly. Just want to say, including the Jurassic Park Survival game that got announced, the dinosaur games that are coming out in the next few years looks like it could be fun. I'm noticing that with the, because what, Ark Survival Evolved 2 or whatever it's called got announced a few years back, and then everybody decided, well, we can just make a Jurassic Park game too. Mm-hmm. And now they're all coming out.
By the way, if I'm slow to respond, that's why I got Randall in here, because y'all are busy and I love it. It's fantastic. I love what you guys are saying, but I'm trying to play this game too. So I do appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm reading it out loud.
Absolutely. So the Jurassic Park stuff. Oh, so that's what Savagery said. I like the, you know what? I like the nostalgia, like, dump that they did with their announcement trailer. I just want to see some. I want to see some gameplay. I used to work for Dollar General too, and fuck that place.
Yo, dude. So, like, just to get a little personal for a second, like, my Dollar General story is nuts. I worked as a cashier for, like, under 5 weeks, and my store burned down, and they didn't have anywhere to send us. So they sent me to this fuck-off store that was failing, and they were like, hopefully if they have bodies, they'll be able to recover. The day that I get in there, the manager walks up to me, hands me the fucking keys to the building, and says, good luck. And he just drives away. And I call the regional manager. He comes down. He has me fill out paperwork, and I become the manager of the store.
That's awesome.
Well,
probably not that much of a pay raise, but
yeah,
it would suck.
I went from like $9.50 an hour to like $14 an hour as a manager. You don't get paid that much.
Well, I mean, that's a lot more than what the employees are making.
True. I was also salary though, which sucked.
Yeah.
But I did end up turning that store around a little bit before I left, because that's around the time that I moved to Kentucky, because I got tired of riding my bike to work and bought a car. The car was failing, put too much money in it. It's a long story. But I left that store in good hands. I think it's still around. I hated the job though, like convenience store BS. But going back to dinosaurs, Instinction, and I think it's called Lost Kingdom, are other games that might have Jurassic Park vibes. Okay, I'm gonna put Steam over on my other monitor so I can look this stuff up. So, Lost Kingdom. Okay, so not there. I guess I should just put Google on the other monitor instead. Okay, I see The Last Kingdom, which was a TV series.
Fuse. New Game Plus. What's going on, Ashton? This is not New Game Plus. This is just New Game. They got new stuff. Going back to dinosaurs, Instinction. And I think it's called Lost Kingdom or other games that might have Jurassic Park 5s. I'm deep in Tales of Fantasia. Unaware it was going to be a 50-hour game before I started. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. Yeah, Ashton, I just wanted, like, as soon as I got done with the previous one, I just wanted to start a new game. I should be playing something else, but I was just like, I need to start a new game with new party members. I'm looking forward to it. This is how the summons work. I'm getting my summon right now. You have to find them in the world.
Okay. I legit can't find
See?
the video game that Savagery was talking about. At least I can't find Lost Kingdom.
But yeah, Astral Ascent looks really good, and I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play a lot of the games, and it sucks I can't budget my time well enough to get after these Kickstarter games. What's another one? It's called Giga something. Let me open up. I'm just gonna put attack here.
Oh, the first-person survival horror dinosaur game.
Hold on. The other one, it's a Mega Man game. I think I've mentioned this before. You might be following it. Let's see here. Gigabuster. Gigabuster. One word.
Okay. Gigabuster. Oh, I do see it. Okay. Came out October 3rd. Mixed reviews, but it didn't have that many reviews, so...
Any changes to Red Mage and Monk? Monk has this weird, like, charge ability. I'll show you it right now. So, Red Mage... Not really, from what I can tell. Monk can do this. So, there's Boost. And you boost, and then it has, once you get your key, or chi, you can do additional abilities based off that. It's pretty cool. I was able to find it.
I guess I should preface that I haven't looked into any like new games that were like I did not watch the Video Game Awards, so I didn't see any of those trailers.
Yo, I wasn't gonna watch it. I was actually gonna stream me completing Final Fantasy Renaissance because there's something else going on. I was like, I'm just gonna stream, but then like my gut was like, no, you're not. You're gonna be sitting on the shitter all night. So I watched it with the List Off podcast, also friends of the show, Ryan and Brian. Shout out to you. But I watched it over on their Twitch channel. Mike the Ref also had something going on. Shout out to Mike the Ref. But I haven't been on List Off podcast or hung out with him before, so it was nice to do that.
Nice. Game Over Hell. Awesome YouTube channel.
Yes.
I am sure not watching TGA after this year. Okay, well now you got to spill the beans. What the fuck happened this year?
Oh, they fucked up.
What do you mean?
They royally fucked up.
Okay,
so,
hit me with it.
Well, so first of all, I think I saw some statistics that of the entire show, like less than 15% was actually dedicated to the awards, and everything else was an advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but when the devs went up there to accept their award and give thanks to the people that helped them get that award, they had this display that said, at the back of the audience that said, "Please wrap it up."
Okay, the fuck? Please wrap it up. Okay.
Please wrap it up, and they would play music over them. But with
I mean, that's just generally good advice.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, okay, I don't think we're talking about, gorps over here, but...
I mean, you might not be.
Okay, fair. Hi, Shane.
Hi.
Hey.
But, okay, and then GC Freak is saying 3 hours of advertisements. Okay. So, it's a product, like it always has been. They just were able to sell more spots this time around.
Yeah.
Well, that was because of the guy from last year going 8.5 minutes. Okay, then you tell people to prepare a 5-minute speech. And then you give them ±1.
Give that back like, hey, what's going on, Adam? Welcome. Man, we are hot tonight.
Yeah, 12 people.
So Shane, I had Randall jump on because our chat is lit, and I could not keep up. I can't.
It was mostly me. It was 100% me just typing too much, and he was like, Randall, I really need you to stop.
That's why I brought him in here.
Yeah.
Well, I would have been
Adam.
here sooner, but I dared to unplug my router for like 5 seconds to move it to a different outlet, and my internet decided to be down for the last like half hour. So
The fuck would you do that for, dude?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, right? Like the fucking audacity.
That's an
Yeah.
app.
Yeah.
Yes, Grandpa.
Yes. Speaking of that, they had to replace one of the WAPs, the wireless access points.
Oh, okay.
The wet ass. What now?
Yeah, the wet ass point. There you go. No, so they had to replace one of the wireless access points in the office that we sit in. So infrastructure came in, they tore it down, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll get your Wi-Fi back up and running in like 30 minutes." They leave. They don't come back until Friday.
Nice.
So we were just without Wi-Fi and in a communal office space. It was great. It was great. That's unfortunately not how speeches work ever. Yeah, I understand, Ashton, but like at the same time, like
8.5 minutes is long for a thank you speech.
it is, but also like I would rather put up with the awkward like, "Yo, bro, shut the hell up," rather than making everyone feel like their award was like just they could have just been an email, like the whole award show could have just been an email.
Well, here's the thing. I'd rather have every single award get presented and everyone come up for 5 minutes than having like 10 awards. There's like 14 awards, I think, where they're like, and the winner is this people. And they didn't even like give them time to come up and accept it or anything like that, like the Academy. But then you have Hideo fucking Kojima get 10 minutes to talk about like his new project. Why? Like, why does he get that? He didn't make anything this year. He didn't do anything this year. You want to
probably won't for a while.
No. Like if you want to have something where you want to showcase Kojima and his next project, then make a show for that. Make it like the day before. Make it the day after. Make it the show right before. I don't care. But like if it's an award show, make it about the awards. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Sup, Super Dave? Kojima is overrated. I think he's overrated as a game director. As a person, I think he's just a bundle of like memes. So
He's a bundle of Kojima.
that's true. True. I do find him a little bit overrated as a game director because he's kind of nonsensical. But
Seeing Jordan Peele on stage was fun, I guess. Yeah, he's okay. I have no hate for Jordan Peele, but at the same time, like, he was supposed to make a game with Guillermo del Toro. Where's that game?
who are you talking about? Jordan Peele?
No, I'm talking about Hideo Kojima.
He did.
He did not make a game with Guillermo del Toro.
He didn't?
No. He was supposed to.
Is that not who was in Death Stranding?
No, that was Norman Reedus. I don't think Guillermo del Toro came in for that.
Maybe I'm smoking crack, but I swear to God he was in it. Maybe he was just in the trailers.
Perhaps. He made a game with Tommy Tallarico? No, he didn't. Did he?
That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be hilarious. I'm gonna
Wait,
see if I
let me
can get
read
a
through
10.
this.
I'm gonna get a couple 10s before I go to the Marsh Cave. This is
Okay,
like
what-
my personal wall. I've said this before. This part of the game is like a fucking hazard for me.
My friends and I found it funny that when Jeff started to gush, we knew Kojima was coming on stage. Game Over Hill saying the reason I'm so disappointed is because I was one of the people defending Jeff before the show. The way they manage it before contradicts the things that he says the show is about. Yeah. Not personally concerned about the trailer announcement, since to me the awards are just for developers. Enjoyed all the musical performances, says Keaton. I didn't watch it, so I have no idea.
See, the other thing is, like, I've seen people say, like, you need to get people in the industry to vote on it, and I'm not against that at all. I think that would make sense. But the problem is now in the current gaming culture, like, you pick people to vote on it, they're in the gaming industry, and everyone's going to have a problem with somebody. Like,
100%.
oh, we're going to get this developer to jump on and vote for the Game Awards. And they're going to be like, do you know they said something on Twitter 4 years ago that I don't like? Like, oh yeah, can't get that person. Well, let's get a president of this gaming company. Oh, did you know that in this workspace, like, there's been a real bad environment? Well, I can't get them, obviously. And then it's like, well, let's get this person. Well, did you know that like their game sucked? And they shouldn't have any opinion on video games. So everyone's going to be mad about something, right? So however they're doing it, just keep doing it, because it doesn't really matter anyway. All I'll say is I miss the days. I miss the days when it was just all big magazines that gave their game of the year. And I understand part of that was also access journalism, especially back then. Like, they're all advertisements, but like EGM's game of the year meant something. Nintendo Power, even though that's like Nintendo propaganda, that it meant something. The Game Awards, I think they're pretending to mean something. And that sucks, because, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 had a phenomenal year, had a lot of traction, had a lot of hype, and probably deserves all the recognition. But to me, like, the Game Awards are saying, oh, this game is the game of the year. Like, I don't care what you say. You're a bunch of corporate shills. I don't care.
Fair. It's also pretty shitty that he didn't show any acknowledgement of the game dev protests happening even after the show. Well, if you really wanted to be in solidarity of the game dev protests, you wouldn't have the Video Game Awards.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. If you were, I mean, that's why when, what is it called? SAG
SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah. Whenever that was going on, like, there were the people weren't like talking about movies. They weren't talking about TV shows. There were no awards happening. It's like, because all of those coordinators were actually like supporting those writers. It's like, okay, we're not going to talk about this. We're not going to give it publicity. We're just going to be like, hey, go support the protests. Have a nice day. Bye.
Well, that's part of the union bylaws, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, if
that
you're
can't talk about it?
No. Yeah, that's part of the union bylaws. You cannot talk about struck work.
Well, what I mean is like, even folks who weren't a part of that union were like, we're going to stop talking about movies until this is over. Well,
the other reason is, so some of them did out of solidarity because some of their friends were part of it, and if they invited them on their show or whatever and they talked about it, then there'd be some problems with the unions. The other issue is with when it comes to the SAG-AFTRA is if you're even looking to join the SAG-AFTRA or Writers Guild or whatever in any of those unions, just talking about struck work while there is a strike is grounds for you to never be admitted into their union if you are not part of it.
God damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not something I necessarily agree with, but it is part of their rules. So that's why you see a lot of people just back off of it. Yeah, Adam used to be in the Writers Guild. Just to back up, I saw a couple comments. I'm sorry, Randall here. Just want to back up and address some things.
I was just going to read it.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, so I was going to back up to... So Savagery said, I've never played it, but that's one of the reasons that Hogwarts Legacy didn't even get put on the show because of the baggage that the people associated with it. Yeah, but it also came out in January/February. It was never going to be a contender for anything because it came out too early.
Well, not only that, you're right about that. I think there's like the recency bias, definitely. That's why it's called award season in movies.
Yep.
So they can get those like movies out for recency bias and everything like that, like it's fresh in your mind. That's one, but two, like Hogwarts Legacy, I got it from my wife. She played a little bit. It looks like a really good game, and I know a lot of people had fun with it. Definitely has some baggage. I understand that as well. But I think being perfectly honest, the reason it didn't make it is just because it didn't have lasting power. It didn't hold its own weight. Kind of like Final Fantasy 16. It's not that it's necessarily a bad game, but you came out in a year where, like, there were so many good games. And it just wasn't one of the best, and that's fine. And if you were happy with it, then that's okay. I mean, if that's your game, that's your game. Again, like, these awards don't matter to anyone except for the people who think they matter. So, if you like Hogwarts Legacy, good for you. If you don't, fine. It's awesome.
Super Dave, most of the awards are rapid fire too, so it really cheapens some categories. 100%.
100% agree. 100% agree.
I love how Shane is just completely silent during all this. He's like, I will not have an opinion. I'm completely scot-free.
I mean, to be fair, like neither one of you are leaving any room to talk anyway, so go for it. Do your thing.
Here's your
No.
room. Go for it, Shane.
No, I ain't got shit to say about this. I didn't watch the awards.
Yeah. Valid.
I mean, it's like it doesn't like you were saying, it doesn't really mean anything. Like it didn't really mean anything to me.
Wow, I saw something I wanted to comment here while I was skimming through. Chained Echoes. So I know there's a couple things behind above that and between it. And like I said, if I don't address all the comments here, it's because I can only see so much of the chat. You guys are on fire right now. But yeah, everything. I've seen a lot about Chained Echoes this year, and for Chained Echoes not to get nominated in anything, and especially for Chained Echoes to get nominated over Sea of Stars, which Sea of Stars was a fine game, but it wasn't exceptional. For that to happen was like baffling. I did not understand that.
Dane, did you play Chained Echoes or Sea of Stars?
Myself?
No, I was asking Shane if he had played it because I know you've played one or both of them. Chris.
I play Sea of Stars.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have not played either of them.
I tried getting a copy of the game to Shane, but I only got him the soundtrack apparently, so fuck.
Yeah. He like messaged me with a Steam code and he was like, "Hey man, here's the game." And I was like, "Oh, sweet." And then I redeemed it and it was like, "This is an OST." And I was like,
Thanks.
"Awesome."
If I had known that, I would
love
just would
this
have given
music
you
for a game that I've
yeah.
never played.
I would have given you the Steam code because I played it all on Xbox. It is on Game Pass, by the way. Or was. Might still be. But I would have played it that way. And you could have had it on Steam permanently. So, sorry.
It's okay.
And I would have had my soundtrack, which I still do. I'm not going to talk about how I have it, but I have it.
There you go. So, I'll go back to an earlier comment because maybe you guys will have more insight on it.
Sure.
But we talked about, the recency bias, and then Adam said Elden Ring was a February release.
Yeah, because I had staying power. And that's the thing I was saying about Harry Potter. It was a fine game, but it wasn't a great game in a year full of great games. And I think when you compare 2023 to 2022, and no offense to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I haven't played it. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people put it in their top game of the year last year, but that made the top 5. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 would not have made the top 5 this year. Sorry. Just wouldn't have. In my humble opinion. But we had a great year this year. It was a phenomenal year of games. There's no shame in not making it to the top 5. There's not. Resident Evil 4, I don't know why that was there. It's a remake. But if it's that good, it's that good. But is it groundbreaking? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I need to play it.
Because it had Ada Wong in it.
Well, yeah.
Just saying. Chained Echoes, Hogwarts Legacy was as good as Elden Ring. It might have had a chance, but it wasn't. Yep. Appropriately fizzled out because it accomplished its role. It was designed to be wide as an ocean and derp as a puddle.
I know there was a typo, but I feel like it improved the sentence overall.
It did. Derp is more appropriate. And then Adam saying, "I love hairy men." How many inches? I don't know what that was context to, but
Let's leave that one alone.
I can't really ignore Adam whenever he's talking. Tell Chris I love hairy men. Yeah, well, I just did.
I don't think that was ever in question.
You're a big Zangief fan. So yeah, we knew.
Exactly.
So, this is a genuine question to the two of you and to everybody in chat. Never played a Xenoblade game in my life. None of them have ever appealed to me. Why are they like crack cocaine for some people?
That's a Chris question. I've never played one either. I have no idea.
God damn it, Shane.
One of these days, I know you have the first Xenoblade, which is my favorite JRPG of all time. One of my favorite games of all time. And the reason it's like crack is I can't explain it. I can't put into words why it's so good. It's just one of those things, like, once you get hooked, it's one of those... I guess, like, maybe it was my introduction into open world RPG in general. Mass Effect, you could argue, was that, but Xenoblade was so much more open world. The characters were gripping, the voice acting was fantastic, the battle system was kind of like what Final Fantasy XII should have been. And it's that MMO style, but with more involvement. And I just think that they did a fantastic job of doing what they wanted to do. I forgot to buy tents. Fuck. But yeah, Xenoblade, I don't know. It's just one of those games that just really drew me in, and I fell in love with it almost instantly. So yeah, definitely a top 10er for me, if not a top 5er of all time. I don't know if I think we did our flight. We did our flight, Shane, on our top 10 or top 5 retro games, and Xenoblade Chronicles was not part of that because Xenoblade Chronicles was not 10 years old. Yeah, that's why it's not part of that episode. Now it would have been. Hey, Soha's here. I haven't seen Soha yet. Yes. How's it going, Soha?
Fucking hilarious that I mentioned Xenoblade and Soha appears out of thin air.
Of course, you summoned him. Chris and I have joint custody of Xenoblade Chronicles X. That is a fucking brilliant game. I love that game. I love that game.
I didn't know it was a kid that you had to fight over during a divorce. Like,
Chris gets him on weekends.
Yes.
How's the Shovel Knight playing going? I'm putting it off to the end of the month like I do every single one of these games.
Same. I might play it on the stream near the end of the month. That's how it might be going.
I know exactly how I'm gonna feel about Shovel Knight. It's a fucking 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, like there's no way I'm gonna dislike it. I've beaten all of the versions already, so I'm just gonna go through it again. But I think it's still my #1 video game soundtrack ever. Like
that's valid.
Yeah.
It goes Shovel Knight and then like Mass Effect, Prey, Doom 2016.
I would also put for me personally anyway, I would put Bastion in there. That's such a good soundtrack.
I need to play that.
There you go. I'm glad somebody else said it before me. I haven't played Bastion before.
It's so good.
It is actually one of those games that I've somehow kind of just like evaded. I've never watched a video on Bastion. I haven't seen any. Like the only thing that I ever hear is it has one of the greatest soundtracks ever. It's one of the best video games ever. You should play it sometime. And I'm like, maybe one day.
Well, I wouldn't watch anything about it. I don't want to spoil it.
100%. Strike the Earth alone makes the game. Yes. 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Strike the Earth, baby.
Mass Effect 2's OST fucks.
Yes,
Also,
it does.
yes.
What is it? Strike the Earth isn't even my favorite song on that OST.
I could see it. I mean, there are a lot of good ones on there, but Strike the Earth is definitely my favorite one on that OST.
King Knight. That's my favorite level.
That's fair. What about you, Shane?
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like it's the obvious answer, but Strike the Earth is really fucking good.
It is.
Yeah.
Top
Big ups
3.
to Jack Wolf.
Have we done that on a flight? Have we done our top 5 OSTs?
I don't think so, surprisingly.
Oh, wow. Crazy. Scrolling up to the top 5 recommends. Top 5 suggestion. Top 5 video game OSTs.
There it is.
I'm going to put a qualifier in there. So,
I mean, he's not a patron. He can't put it in there. But yeah, we can mention him if you're putting it in there right now for the Hoagie Man.
Full albums, not just singles. And I'm going to say recommended by, who was it? The Hoagie Man.
The Hoagie Man. Savagery the Hoagie Man.
By, I'm want to make sure I get the whole thing right here. I'm just gonna copy and paste your name.
Uematsu works really hard on every game. He worked hard on this game.
Boom. Recommended. So, I mean, I already gave my top 5, or well, my top 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I had to go. I was going and reviewing the OST again because it's been a minute, and I remembered that apart from Strike the Earth, I think my next, or maybe even tied, is the track for Pridemore Keep in the Halls of the Usurper. That track is real good.
What's the knight there? Is it? It's King Knight, isn't it?
No. I listened to the King Knight track too.
Yeah.
That one's also good. I mean, the whole fucking
It's
OST is
all
great,
good.
but-
Yeah. Give me my items, because I have no real healer. I decided not to get cure because what's the point? So I can cure people 3 times and I'm fucked. Alright, so what is my magic situation, speaking of which? Shitty. That's what my magic situation is.
Great.
Except for my time mage who has Demi. Let's go. You were doing this. Oh, the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong games, Donkey Kong Country. They're phenomenal.
Mega Man 2 OST. Yeah, that one slaps.
It's really good.
I would say most people only remember it because of the Wily stage, though.
I say Mega Man X is better than Mega Man 2.
Ooh.
Mega Man X1, in particular.
Ooh. Okay. I'll keep that to myself.
Oof. I like the city theme, Adam. I like that one. It's cheesy as fuck in Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's great.
If we're gonna talk about a single theme, nothing will beat the Apple Market theme from Mega Man Legends 1 for me. That's my... Yeah.
I like it. I mean, the greatest soundtrack of all time is obviously Streets of Rage 2.
Ooh.
Raging Demon, what's going on?
You summoned him with Streets of Rage. Okay, what is Xenoblade X on?
Wii U.
Is it some? Fuck me. Okay, so not something that I can easily get a hold of.
You can. You just gotta spend $500 for that in the game.
Crazy.
Well,
No,
300, probably 300. I think you can do it.
Just for the console and what's the game?
Probably like $50. Clean box.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Emulated on what?
I don't know what Wii U emulation is like right now. I have no idea.
Because I thought it was absolute shit. If you're telling me that it's better, then I'll emulate it. I don't know what that... Gonberry Gomon?
Gonberry Gomon? Goemon?
No. Nope. Your toaster? My toaster. Specifically Goemon's Adventure on the N64. Never heard of these games. On Cemu.
I need to play some Etrian Odyssey, though, because I heard those OSTs are fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, this is strictly like a Wii U emulator. Sim-U. Speaking of the Wii U, I wore my Retro Hangover U shirt the other day to work, and people were giving me compliments on it.
Yo, that shirt gets, like, real props. Like, from normal, like, non-gamer people. They're like, I really like that.
From the normies.
From the normies. They like it. All right, good night, Hoagie Man. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for your recommendation, and that was, kind of pledged by Randall here in our top 5. So hopefully one day it gets in there.
Inari. Jesus. All right. Now I gotta ask Shane, what have you been playing recently? Are you still on the
don't
D4
you listen
grind?
to the show? I talk about it at the beginning.
Yeah, it's almost like the show is recorded a week or so before, maybe
Oh,
even
God.
earlier.
Oh my God, he knows.
What is
No,
going
I
on with my...
mean-
Fuck you, app. Sorry.
That's fine. I don't know, man. Honestly, not a lot. Like, I'm actually not even playing D4 right now. I'm actually waiting until, let's see, what is it, 2 days from now? Until the Christmas event starts, and then I'll probably pick up my seasonal character again. But yeah, so I haven't really been on that. I mean, as we speak, I'm currently playing Honkai Star Rail while also watching Chris play, so there's that.
The honky star rail.
Yeah, the waifu star getting railed or something.
Yes. But yeah, other than that, not too much. Like, I've been playing some things like on mobile, but like nothing super serious. Although I fired up my 3DS again so that I could play a certain Game Boy Color game that we may or may not be talking about soon.
Yes. So first I have to go to base
Seriously, going to go check my Google Sheets right now.
I've been playing that on my GameCube. 3. Okay, so we got to go up to the northeast here first. Hopefully this dungeon doesn't piss me off too much. I keep doing that.
Ah.
Okay.
Also, the fact. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. Never mind.
Okay.
Nothing. All I'll say is both of you work very hard, and I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, well, let's not even talk about the game that we are going to be talking about like in January. I haven't even started that shit.
Oh, Lunar?
Yeah, Chris, that one.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
That's going to be a big episode because I'm just going to put it out there. Lunar the Silver Star was one of our best performing episodes of 2023. That was the first one. So, gotta be on your A game, Shane.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to that episode. I'm going to try and play it as well. I have too much shit coming up. I gotta play Metroid Fusion for another show. I haven't even started that. I promised that like a year ago, and I just like, I don't know. Like a list of games.
Skyward Sword, Final Fantasy IX, Chrono Cross, every Xenoblade, Legend of Mana, Shovel Knight, N64, Guillemon games, Medieval, Mario Galaxy, Terranigma, every Bomberman music done by June. I can't pronounce that.
June Chikuma?
June. Oh, okay, yeah, June Chikuma. Okay, Chained Echoes, a lot of Saturn games. I could go on. Well, yeah.
There's a game in there that was said that I heard. I was like, oh, I remember that one. Which one was it? Legend of Man. Legend of Man is really good. I wouldn't put it top 10, but it's really good. Yo, Terranigma. Terranigma's soundtrack. Good lord, is that a good soundtrack? That is so good. Like the use of stereo sound in some of the in some of the town themes, and just how relaxed they are, and it's not top to bottom great, but when it's good, it is some of the best in gaming. Like period. Terranigma some of the best town themes. I know it's funny to say town themes, so some of the best town themes I've ever heard in my entire life. It's just perfect. It's fucking perfect. The Underworld theme is amazing. The Overworld theme is amazing. It's just anywhere that's not a dungeon is amazing. And then you get to the dungeons, and it's just kind of... it's not bad. It's just...
Okay, so now, question for the both of you. What are some of the most mid soundtracks you've ever listened to? The ones that they're... And you remember them because of just how mid they absolutely were. Maybe bad. But I could also say bad if you can't think of mid.
Shane?
I feel like we literally just said this about a game recently. Trying to think of what it was. To be fair, I don't think we gave the 1080 soundtrack enough credit in the episode, but let me think. It's weird because like if it truly is mid, it's probably super forgettable, which is why like I don't even know if I'd be able to think of something.
Well, that's why I said maybe just absolute shit, and that's why you remember it.
Oh, I know what we said about Oddworld.
Oh no! Beating it while it's down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing really special about the soundtrack to Oddworld. I think that the sound design is phenomenal, but I think that the soundtrack itself is just it's off-putting. I wouldn't call it shit, but it's because it does what it's supposed to do. But it's just kind of like I would never listen to this anywhere other than this game.
Yeah.
So funny. Game Over Hell says mid soundtrack Final Fantasy 16, which sucks to hear because I've heard it's a pretty good game.
I haven't heard it. I've heard the soundtrack's actually really good, so I'm just gonna more reserve my comments because
Reserve the judgment.
yeah.
Tony Hawk Underground 2 didn't have many standout songs. I thought that shaped a lot of people's fucking like.
I was gonna say, can you really compete with like Pro Skater 2's soundtrack? I mean, come on.
Kinda, yeah. Skating to Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. And I fell down, down, down. And my score didn't go higher.
I mean, at least it wasn't his cover of Hurt.
Oh God.
I thought that was phenomenal.
No, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying that 100% does not fit you trying to do a fucking kickflip or whatever.
No.
Director cut. Bad OST, RA director cut.
Can we please kill these things? Please? Before they kill us? That'd be nice. That'd be appreciated. Because I don't want to waste my spells. Okay, cool. We killed the red bone. Great.
I was gonna say, if we're gonna talk about how this is like D&D, then sir, you are very low on the action economy. Too many Skelebros, not enough party.
Not enough offense. Which is also backed up by like not enough defense. Double Dash has a mid OST. Ooh.
That's a spicy take.
I don't know if it is or not.
I don't know. I didn't play enough like Double Dash to know better, so. Like I basically missed everything on the GameCube.
I actually think that Double Dash is the second best Mario Kart.
Why do I think the Double Dash was on the fucking DS?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Do you?
Metroid Prime 3 has a mid OST. Metroid has mid OSTs. What are you talking about? The entire series has mid OSTs. There's my answer, Metroid. I know that's gonna set some people off. There you go. That's mid OST. There's nothing spectacular about it. Oh, it's atmospheric. No, it's just there. Great.
I was about to retort saying, "Damn, bro, but what about?" And then my brain like had a meltdown and couldn't think of anything. So I guess you're just right. You're just correct by omission. So I said, "Shut the fuck up."
If you fight me on Metroid, I'm gonna start making up shit to hate on Xenoblade Chronicles X, even though I love it. I'm gonna start pretending to hate it.
Fendrana drifts. Metroid Prime 1 fucks. Alright. Alright. I guess I have to pull up YouTube and try to listen to that one and see if it actually does fuck.
This reminds me that I gotta get around to actually playing that Prime trilogy that I have, that I still haven't touched.
Okay, Metroid Prime 1 OST. Ooh, it's 3 hours long. Jesus.
Like most OSTs are.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if the OST is good, I don't know how long it is.
You know what? I might, in this case, I might go back because I'm getting my fucking ass kicked. I might have to buy more shit, and then I can head directly to go get the crown and these treasures. It's gonna be a longer stream, but whatever. I don't have work tomorrow. G.I. Joe and the Atlantis Factor. That's a Konami joint, isn't it? Like, good Konami. Oh, what was I playing recently? They had a mid-soundtrack. I just, I did a recording for Danny's show. It was, Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure. That's mid. That's mid as fuck. Because it's not bad. Like, it sounds like something you would expect out of a Tiny Toons game, but it's just like, there's, you leave it, you're not humming it. It's just kind of there, but then like when you listen to it, like the sound quality, you're like, yeah, this isn't bad. That's like the, I won't say it's the premier mid soundtrack, but as an example of what would be mid. Mario music is always mid. No, Mario music has only been mid since New Super Mario Brothers, with the exception of Super Mario 3D World and Super Mario Galaxy.
I'm not gonna lie. That Metroid Prime 1 OST is kind of fucking.
Well, good for it. It can fuck.
I never played Metroid Prime, so I didn't know. But yeah, that's pretty alright.
I've played it, but I don't remember it. I got the remaster. Dude, there's so many good OSTs out there. Like, you asked me for a top 3. I'm just gonna go purely nostalgia. I'm not gonna be objective.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the point. Don't approach it as a music critic. Approach it as a person. Like, what's the OST that you fucking remember off the top of your head always?
Oh
Contra
yeah,
3.
Streets of Rage 2. Contra
Okay,
3.
there you
Contra
go.
3 is phenomenal as well.
There you go.
The original Contra. I'm not even gonna say it. I think that the composition of the original Contra was a little bit better. The sound sampling in Contra 3 is obviously much better.
They had too many banger OSTs. I will. So I don't know why you saying that reminded me, but I will give Capcom one major W for all of eternity. I don't know what it was about them from the 80s to like the early 2000s, but their trumpets just fucked. Like if any song had a trumpet in it and it was made by Capcom, it was just an instant banger. There was no contention. I don't get it.
Yeah, not Contra, Capcom. Everything Capcom did was great, I think. Same with Kami. Yo, if you want to listen to an underrated soundtrack, well, at least a song, Randall, I want you to go listen to Metal Gear Snake's Revenge Jungle Infiltration.
Okay, Metal Gear Snake's Revenge. What was it?
Jungle Infiltration.
Okay. Is this like an innuendo towards Adam right now?
It could be, if he wants it to be. I don't know.
Alright, listening to it now.
Specifically the masterpiece Dance. Graded copy of G.I. Joe, The Atlantis Factor is going for 200. Don't get a graded copy of anything. What are you doing?
Unless it only cost you $1 to get it graded.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That song slaps, Chris. What the fuck?
Snake Eater. Don't look for the
Sneater.
Yes. We'll have look. One day we'll make it to Metal Gear Solid 3, but we haven't even made it to 2 yet, and it took us 8 years to make it to 1. So calm down.
You guys will never make it through the whole series.
So what?
God willing.
God willing. Damn, Shane. I'm
Hey,
trying to think.
we have patrons that if they want to will that, they can. That's fine.
I've already forgotten what I've sold my soul to until it finally gets voted through. I forgot what it was called.
Mega Man Legends.
No, there was something else.
Oh, Persona 4 Golden?
No. Yes, but I only sold my soul for that quarter because Lyle and I were trying to conspire against you. Sorry if you're listening, Lyle. I'm ratting you out like the bitch I am.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. Well, he tried, but we absolutely fucking failed because I think it was like, if it wasn't, I'm pretty sure it was last place.
Yeah. Persona 4 did really well one quarter, and then the next quarter, it like against Akami, it just got destroyed.
Yes.
And
then now, oh, sorry, go ahead.
So, I was talking about the Restaurant 5. I see. I want a Restaurant 5. I should have gotten a Restaurant 5.
My endo still hurts from the last time he was at what?
Adam, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I think he would rather you just do the first part of that.
I'd rather have him stop talking.
Oh, okay. But now, and from now on until the end of time, I will be recommending Mega Man Legends 1 until it is played.
Okay, that's fair. I have a copy of it on my PS3, a digital copy.
It's a game that I think both of you would actually enjoy.
I'm not saying I wouldn't enjoy it.
I'm also pointing at Shane vigorously.
Oh.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't enjoy the control scheme. It's very dated.
Great.
Someone says Mega Man Legend 2 is great. Brave Fencer Musashi. Oh, that'd be... Oh, please. Please, please, please.
All right, Shane. Besides the, obviously Dark Souls 1 was there, but I knew you guys were gonna play it without the need for a recommend. What is the #1 game that you have yet to see recommended that you would like to be recommended?
I don't know. I never really thought about that.
We could force you guys to play Doom, a Doom version of some sort, or a Diablo, but those have all.
Catherine.
I would say that would be forcing Chris more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine.
Do Doom 3.
Doom 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Okay. I'm writing these down. Catherine. Wait, Catherine isn't retro though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No fucking shot.
Yes,
that
it
came
is.
out more than 10 years ago. Oh my
Time to play
lord.
Hello Kitty. I have Hello Kitty for the Wii U. Oh, I might be doing Catherine soon. If you want to know one, yeah, Catherine.
Dude, it came out in 2011. No shot.
Uh,
Well, that. Okay. Well, all right. Writing that one down too. So Doom 3, Catherine. Okay.
Oh yeah, Doom 3 would be a great one.
Is it really as bad as everyone says it is?
What, Doom 3?
No.
No.
No, it's actually a really great, like, atmospheric horror game. It's just it has a Doom title on it. If it was called anything else, people would have been fine with it.
See, I try, like, there was a whole reason why I told Lyle that recommending Persona 4 Golden would be a bad idea because I knew it wasn't going to win, is specifically the reason Game Over Hell just said that if you ever do Xenoblade 1, I feel sorry for Shane. It's because I know one person would absolutely love covering a 100-hour fucking JRPG, and the other guy might fucking kill himself.
I don't think either of us want to cover a 100-hour anything right now. No, not even me. No. No.
Okay.
No, I do not have the time for that right now. No.
I mean, as much as okay, here's another one. I might regret bringing this up, but Monster Hunter. I have never played a Monster Hunter game, and I've always wanted to. But the thing that's always put me off on it is, this just looks like 300 hours of shit, and also it seems like it's really weird and dense and hard to get into.
Kind of. Go ahead.
I mean, like, I think the newer ones are a lot more like beginner friendly.
So
But yeah,
I wouldn't recommend the original Monster Hunters. I'd probably start you out with Try, or maybe Freedom Unite, because like they're antiquated in a good way, but they still play really well.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have depth to them, but it's not. It's like Dark Souls depth, bro. I mean, it's literally. I would say it. Not to get fucking weird about it, but it does kind of play like a Dark Souls. It's a tiny man, versus big boss that has attack patterns. Like, and there's a stamina management system, and you have items that do things during the boss fight. It's literally fucking Dark Souls 1, okay? I don't know what you want to say. The dodge rolling is just infinitely worse, though. And
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Soha is saying start with 4. That also seemed to be the general like kind of consensus I've seen.
wait,
like
I like Freedom Unite.
Oh, another one I'd recommend is Dragon Quest V, since we talked about it on
Okay.
92. I'd love to give that
Hold
game a full episode.
So going to the patron pub. I need to write all these down.
Oh, what was
3.
the shit? I have the remaster of it for PS4 and I haven't played it. Oh my god, I can't think of the name. The fucking one where you're scaling the big giants and you're
Shadow
riding
of the
around on the
Colossus.
horse.
Shadow of the
Yeah,
Colossus.
that one.
You know what? We have Rome Total War next year, which I could give 2 fucks about whether or not we cover. We can just put Shadow of the Colossus on there.
You should just do that instead.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think we're never gonna actually cover like any other strategy game outside of StarCraft.
Yeah.
Wait, you should just do a special episode where you just get a bunch of fucking RTS nerds on and just call it a joke episode. There you go.
Retro Hung Under. There you go. You can.
Oh, there you go. That could be the episode. It's just them talking about RTS.
So
Okay,
I
hold
love
on.
that game to death.
Doom 3, Catherine, Monster Hunter. What was the last one you said?
Dragon Quest V.
Dragon Quest 5. Thank you. I'm writing these down.
Ooh,
And-
here's another one. Gothic.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's...
Dude, I loved the shit out of that game when I played it back in the day. It's
Oh.
jank as fuck, but like it's real good.
Please don't get me started on those type of games, because I'm gonna start recommending, like, okay, have you played all the Thief games? Have you played like?
Oh, that's actually another one. I've never played any Thief game.
I've never played a Thief game either.
Okay, I'm throwing it on the list. I'm sorry.
Dragon Quest Monsters would be a cool one.
Okay, Dragon Quest Monsters. Okay, what's going on in the chat? I assume somebody's has said like a good one as well.
GC Freak apparently is looking at shitty consoles on AliExpress.
Okay, there you go. Just start with 4. That's what I wrote down. I said Freedom Unite because I'm a bitch, and I also said 4.
How old is Monster Hunter World now?
It's 20. It came out in like 2014.
That's
So
right
almost is what you're
Right
saying.
there.
Yeah. Monster. I think it came out then. Monster Hunter World. It felt like 2014. Maybe came out in 2016. Monster Hunter World. It came out a bit ago. Oh, 2018. Jesus Christ. I think it's older than it is. Never mind. We got a while to go.
I do like the fact
I
that for
mean-
once in our podcast stream, we're talking about the podcast.
Well,
I was thinking also, I've actually never played any of the God of War games, and I've always wanted to.
I don't want to play that again, but I mean, we could.
I'm just
I mean,
writing
if
them
you've
down.
already played it, you should be able to talk about it then. You don't need to play it again.
It's been a while, which means
Yeah,
I would
get
have
a refresher.
Yeah,
Monster Hunter, Dragon Quest
It's
V,
fine.
Gothic Thief, Dragon Quest Monsters, God of War.
Oh, you should throw Dante's Inferno on there.
No. Asura's Wrath, not Dante's Inferno. Asura's Wrath.
How do you spell Asura?
A-S-U.
Oh, that's how you spell it.
Yeah.
Asura's Wrath. I'm gonna put Dante's in parentheses. Inferno. Okay. God damn it. Well, because, like, have either of you played Arx Fatalis? Like, that was, like, the quintessential fucking, arcane game before...
Is that the one with the... Wait, no. Is that the one with the subtitle of, like, of Steam and Sorcery, or am I thinking of something else?
No, you're thinking of Ars. Damn it, not Ars Magica. Wait, actually, I think I got it right. Magica.
I'm done with my nominations for now. That's like my of the moment games that I would can like. Yeah, let's do it. But I probably could think of like a million more, like Live Alive or Romancing Saga or Saga Frontier. Like my niche
Or,
ones
like,
that showed
any of the Professor Layton games.
any of those. Yeah, like there's tons of them, man. Quiet Man's not 10 years old yet.
That's
We'll never mention that game again. But I do miss the Quiet Man, and I hope everything is well with him.
So, there's Dark Messiah of Magic and Might.
No, well, that's... No, fucking what? That's a Might and Magic game.
Sorry.
Ooh, I love those games.
I apologized. Damn.
Might and Magic someday. I would love to do a Might and Magic game someday.
Why the fuck can I not find this damn game? I know what it's called. Steam Works.
We do have
Right?
a review of the Bouncer Soha. Not available to everybody, but there is one that exists.
Oh, it's called Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that one.
It's a very antiquated CRPG that has literally some of the best writing ever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
I mean,
remember-
I haven't played it, but...
Neither one of you would like playing it. You would like reading it, though.
Anare says that they like Arcanum.
Yes. Antiquated. The fuck you say? I'm sorry. Listen.
I mean, we're all antiquated here, if it makes you feel any better. But...
I'm sorry. I apologize, but the game plays like dick. But the writing is amazing.
Wait a minute, have we... God, this is how I know we've been doing this show for too long already. I don't remember what the fuck we've talked about. Have we talked about the original Unreal?
No.
Shit. Okay, well, there's that.
I'll throw it on the list.
You know those fists that Anare put in the chat look like penises.
They do.
They look like festive elf penises.
So are you just talking about Unreal or Unreal Tournament?
No, Unreal. Like the actual first Unreal. I mean, Unreal Tournament's also a good one.
Have we done Half-Life? We have not, but
No, we haven't.
we're actually...
Avoiding it.
No, we're not, really. I'll say this. I used to think this was a dildo till I looked closely one day. That does look like a dildo.
Yeah.
What is it? We're doing Half-Life 2 in 2024, so...
Just skipping right over.
Yeah. Get to the good one.
Oh, I mean, come on.
I mean, Half-Life 1 is pretty good. So there was a fan remake that even Valve like pushed, saying like this is like the official like remake of the first one.
Black
I
Mesa.
mean, Black Mesa.
Yeah, Black Mesa. I played both Half-Life 1 and Black Mesa. Half-Life 1 is still better.
Really?
Okay, I'll say Half-Life 1 is still better because the what is it called, Zon or whatever?
Yeah. Zen.
Zen, thank you. So Zen was way too short in Half-Life 1, the original. But in Black Mesa, they made it way too fucking long. And it actually started giving me a headache on, like, Zen took up, I want to say, like, 40% of the game.
Wow. That's excessive. Okay.
And I was like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, because I'm just trying to think of like how long the original Half-Life campaign was anyway, and then adding 40%, that's a lot.
Yes, Zen takes forever in Black Mesa. And they flesh it out a lot in Black Mesa to give them credit. Like, it just wasn't my cup of tea for how long it was. For the folks that probably were like, I have 1,000 hours in Half-Life 1, and man, do I wish Zen was actually fleshed out. And then they come out with Black Mesa, they're like, this is all I've ever wanted.
It is the 20th anniversary, yes.
Did everybody watch that 25th anniversary video they did for Half-Life 1?
No.
No.
That video. It was done by the No Clip crew.
That's the second
I've been
time
seeing
heard
that it's the 30th anniversary for Doom.
You should cover Drakengard, I mean Lemmings. It is the 30th anniversary for Doom. We've done a Doom episode, and next year is going to be the 30th anniversary for Doom 2.
Oh? You should cover Draken. Isn't Drakengard like incredibly difficult to cover because of how like nonsense it is?
Drakengard fucking sucks.
It's difficult to cover. It's difficult to cover because it's not a very
Bad.
good game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can get Adam to cover it again. Maybe he only did Drakengard 3. I swear to God he did all of them though.
I mean, we've kicked around the idea, and it's always ended up getting dropped from our schedule at some point or another. But it's at some point in the future, I do just if for nothing else other than the lulls, we need to talk about Daikatana.
Yeah. The Game Boy version.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
That's the best version.
I have no comment on this.
Is that just because it was made by John Romero?
Yeah.
There's
and how,
a lot
like,
more to it than that.
famously bad it ended up being, especially when he had the fucking hubris to take full page ads out in like gaming magazines just to say that he was gonna make everyone his bitch.
He certainly did.
Okay. All right. So the list I've got going right now is Doom 3, Catherine, Monster Hunter, Dragon Quest V, Gothic, Thief, Dragon Quest Monsters, God of War, Asura's Wrath, or Dante's Inferno. I wrote Arx Fatalis in there just because I was writing it while thinking it. You guys didn't say it was cool. Unreal, the first one, Daikatana. Okay, what else?
Oh, Black and White.
Oh, no. Okay,
Why?
nothing.
Why?
No, nothing.
Let's see what else.
That's a Shane game.
It is. I mean, it was a me game at 1.2 until I played it. Wait, have either of you been on a show to talk about or talked about Pathologic?
Never heard of it.
No
shot.
I started playing it and I've never actually finished it. I should probably give it another try at some point.
Or Stalker.
Oh man,
Never
okay.
heard of it.
Stalker is one of those games that like I should by all rights really like, and yet somehow I just could not get into it. I think it's because of just the level of like janky fiddliness that game has.
We have not covered Theme Park. Seventh Saga, I would never play the North American version of that game. No.
Why?
Nope. Because it's fucking broken.
Oh, okay.
Against the player. It's...
Wait, is this another like crap? I'm blanking on their name now.
Working Designs.
Working Designs.
They
Another
didn't-
Working
they-
Designs joint.
They didn't do it, but it's very similar, where like they cranked the difficulty up by like 10 times. They're like, fuck you, North
yes.
America.
Cover more Sega and PC classics. Okay. What Sid Meier's classic game that you haven't played yet that
Ugh.
you could get for 90 cents?
All of them?
Can we just do none? Because like
What's wrong with Sid Meier's?
I have never liked any of those games.
Really?
You don't like
Okay.
Civilization?
Not
No.
even the original?
Oh,
Damn.
Civ 3 is amazing. What?
Nope. That's just,
Damn.
it's not my style of game. I've never gotten into it.
Okay, so I couldn't even like maybe like could you do like covert action maybe?
Can I interest you in? So I will say not related to that whatsoever.
I'm buying Shane Civ
Splinter
3
Cell.
for Christmas.
You should put
I'll do
Splinter
it.
Cell on there.
Splinter Cell? Okay.
What's the one for Wii U? Put that one on there instead.
Hell
There,
no.
that's my negotiation.
Oh, if we're gonna talk about the Wii, you should play Conduit.
How about
We
Geist?
we wanted to talk about Zombie U, but we
Yeah.
didn't get a chance to get around to that.
We could do that next year. Well, no, we don't have it on the list for next year, but what about Geist?
Geist?
Geist for the Wii.
No More Heroes.
That'd be fun. I could jerk off in real life and play a video game.
Oh yeah, because that's how you power your sword, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. It's a Wii game where you have a lightsaber and you jack off to power it up.
Nice.
Okay, so the last thing I put down was Splinter Cell. Did you want me to put down any of the other recommendations you just said?
I don't know. Whatever Chris said, don't do any of those.
Okay.
Well, I think the only serious one was Zombie U.
we intend on doing that at some point.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm trying to think, like, as far as PC classics, what would I want to like cover?
Heroes of Might and Magic 2.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't even friggin' talked about like wizardry.
We don't want to.
I mean,
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying if you really want to play it, it's old.
I mean, Ashton has been pulling for us to cover a
Zork.
Zork game for like ever now.
We should probably cover a Zork game.
Okay.
Sims.
Like
Bleh.
Myst?
We've covered Myst.
We
We've done
did
Myst.
that.
Well, no, I'm just going
We've
through
suffered through that.
I'm going through my mental like Rolodex right now.
Warcraft 2.
Hey.
Or just like Warcraft. I mean, that's the
No.
thing is like, if we're gonna start with, why are we gonna like skip over things?
Well, because Warcraft 1 sucks.
It doesn't though.
It
actually
does!
doesn't,
Warcraft 1 is awful. I mean,
Mm.
today it is, but Warcraft 2 is so much better.
though. System Shock.
Crystal Caves. And Hugo's House of Horrors. Crystal Caves. Heard a lot about Crystal Caves. I have no idea about that.
Zug Zug.
Bye, Adam. Wash your balls. Have a good day.
Back to work. More work. The original Baldur's Gate, baby.
That'd be fine, I guess.
I mean, you kind of like you have to have some buy-in. Like if you're going into it like this is gonna be shit.
Neverwinter Nights. Fallout 2.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Wait, I've put Fallout on my list of recommends, but I think I was talked out of it.
It's not my fault.
I mean, I will just say that the original 2 Fallout games can be a little like rough to get into.
If you're into the writing, you'll be all right. If you hate the writing and you hate the combat, well, I'm sorry, my friend. Game over.
Shadowrun Genesis.
Hey,
I've heard good things about that.
bye, Adam.
Oh, only 2 Pisco Demons.
Okay, off the
Thank
top of my head.
God.
So Hexen, SimCity 2000, Lemmings, Commander Keen, Dungeon Keeper.
Oh, actually,
Commander Keen would be
Commander
alright.
Keen and
Yeah.
Dungeon Keeper would be 2 good ones.
I have to buy in for Commander Keen. SimCity 2000, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we already did original SimCity. That
SimCity 2000 is like
If we could get it,
kick them
baller.
3.
if we could get it, Sim Tower. Sim Tower is my shit.
Sim Ant.
Okay, so do you just want me to write down anything sim related from 1990 forward? Thanks. Tyrion,
Sure.
Tyrion 2000 is supposed to be kick-ass shmup. I mean, right now the only thing running through my brain is like the original Elder Scrolls games.
Anything but Daggerfall.
Really? Okay.
Arena.
Wait, even Arena?
No,
If you're
maybe
gonna
not
say
Arena.
no to Daggerfall, then you probably should say no to Arena.
Look,
Hey,
here's
do you just want to start with Morrowind? I mean, you want to talk about games that are going to take forever to finish.
Yeah.
All of them.
Morrowind wouldn't take you that long as you don't do side quests.
That's impossible.
Okay, well, then that's a you problem.
It absolutely is.
A cave story would be nice. I've heard so
Ooh,
many
Cave Story, yes.
I've heard
Yeah.
so many good things about Cave Story, yet every time I even boot up the game, my brain immediately ricochets. Okay, so I'll just write down Elder Scrolls, whatever Chris doesn't cringe at.
I feel like we've brought it up before. Do we have, Chris? Do you remember if we for Spooptoberween next year? Did we finally put Fear on there?
Nope.
No, but we have System Shock 2.
Wait,
okay.
but you're skipping the first one.
No one cares about the
Yep.
first one.
Bullshit. Oh, whatever. Sorry. I'll stop yelling. Fear's good though.
Fear would
It
be
is
fine
good.
because I just got it for my. I have the 360 copy, which is the funny thing about that is that if you have a physical copy of Fear for the 360 and put it in your Series X, you get a downloadable copy with upgrades and frame rate improvements and all that shit. But there's no digital copy for. There's no digital copy available on the store for the Series X. Like you can't buy it digitally. It's wild.
Okay, I've never heard of Tyrion 2000. I just looked it up. Intense, serious fun is what's on the box. Okay.
How old is No Man's Sky now?
Oh god.
It not 10 years, I don't think. I think it's very close though.
I heard an oh god.
2016.
Oh.
Just-
You're saved, Shane.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, what you want to review? What the fuck is that? That never-ending cash grab space game. What's it called?
Destiny.
Star Citizen.
Star
Oh.
Citizen, something
That's
elite.
what Oh, Star Citizen. The crowdfunding campaign launched in 2012. Oh, the alpha didn't release until 2016. Never mind. You're saved again.
So for this Spooptober, since we're so far out, I don't know if anyone's going to remember, but we're going to be doing System Shock 2 and PT
How are you gonna do PT?
because I have it.
That PlayStation is worth some serious money.
The hard drive is.
Well, yeah.
It's also on the White Destiny version of that PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Came
All
with
right, so
Destiny.
I'm looking up some other like DOS games that we could talk about. We could do Shadow Warrior.
That's a good one.
We could also talk about. Let's see, what was
What's
the
that one where you're like, there's that like wizard with the or that scientist with the crazy hair, and you're this guy with the ball cap and a big jacket, and you can't see their face. And it's like a kid's
all
game.
those like educational games, learning
Yeah.
company games.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I want to do that. That'd
Learning
be
what?
great.
Is the games that were made by the Learning Company.
Fuck. That's a. Okay. I don't know what it is, so I can't. Learning company game.
Yeah, that's probably before your time.
Well, I had Jumpstart
Mm-hmm.
when I was a kid, and that came. Those came out in the
Here we go.
2000s.
Super Solvers.
Super solvers. Thank you.
That's what it is.
We haven't gotten Green Dog. Should try inviting Joe for Green Dog. He might be down for that.
CDI games win. I think you would have to pay them money to play those games.
No, if I have a good
I would
emulator, I'd do a
also-
CDI game.
Say I would also put Star Wars X-Wing in there. Also another good one.
Star Wars.
See, this is what I'm good for right now. It's just jogging the memories here. Okay, so never mind. I'll write down CDI games.
Why? I mean, I would do it. But Star Wars. Oh, it's another Star Wars game. Do the Battle of Hoth. Again.
Wow.
I think Shane mentioned Unreal. Yeah, it's on my list.
What was the first like FPS? Was it Dark Forces? I think that was Dark Forces, right?
Faceball?
Was the FPS one.
Oh, the Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Force Unleashed?
That what? No.
Wand of Gamelon, let's go.
Yeah, I was right. Dark Forces. It's a Star Wars FPS. In 1995 for MS-DOS, and then 1996 for the PlayStation.
But really, really ancient classics. What about Rogue?
Okay,
Jesus.
you better be careful saying something like that. Because you don't want to commit yourself to something.
What about
Like-
Alakabeth?
No, please, no.
The thing about those games is like, can I just recommend you guys play some MUDs? How about that?
I mean, sure.
What
Yeah.
about Mule? Romance
Are
of
there
the
any?
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
I'm not getting any Shane reactions. Shane,
No.
romance.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm gonna write it down anyway.
North versus South.
No idea. Wizard of War? Never heard of that. Let me look it up.
Atari era
Wizard
shit. It's impossible to. Have you listened to Dragon Wang? We could do it.
Mm-hmm. You guys somehow created a fucking an hour and a half long episode about Dragon Wang.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how that happened.
I don't know how you literally somehow spent more time talking about the game than it would take you to beat it. Yep.
Beat 'em and eat 'em. There you go. There's another one. What about Berserk?
Hmm?
Berserk's a good game. Yar's Revenge.
Are there any MUDs that you could play?
Well, I mean, I know that there's some that are still going, but I don't know. I'd have to look and see if there's any that were like OG ones that are still up and running.
Somehow play Ultima.
Yeah, we were gonna do that actually, and then we decided not to.
Ultima
Oh.
Online. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the downside? Like, what was the reason?
It's fucking archaic and like impossible to like understand without sitting there and learning about it for 20 hours.
Unofficial Squaresoft MUD. What about Pitfall 2?
How about just Pitfall?
I thought you guys did Pitfall.
No.
Nope.
Maybe I just thought that you did because it was just such an OG game.
Never done.
Oh my
Pitfall?
god. The very first Mud, just called Mud 1, started in 1978 and is still going.
Fuck yeah. You should just do like a 30-minute period piece on that. Be like, so we just did some research on this and want to talk about it.
I'm trying to see if there's like any of these on this list because I've messed around with a few Muds in my day. I'm trying to see if I recognize any of these names.
Pitfall 2 would have more to be talked about than the first one.
In that case, I don't even know what Aardwolf is, by the way, anyway. But for Pitfall 2, like that's one where I would be like, we got to start out with Pitfall, because Pitfall was like a revelation. I don't think there would be a Super Mario Brothers without Pitfall, because Pitfall 2 is very similar to what Super Mario Brothers would eventually do.
Well, you'll be happy to know.
I think
Sorry.
2 came out. No, it did. It did. That's what I'm saying. Like, without Pitfall, the original Pitfall, we wouldn't have the concept really of what the modern the platformer would become. Then you had Pitfall 2, and Pitfall 2 did a lot of things that would advance the platformer as a genre. And I think you look at Pitfall to Pitfall 2 to Super Mario Brothers, and there's definitely a through line. There's definitely an evolutionary line and how it got to where it did. And in many respects, like Pitfall 2 feels a little bit more advanced and modern than Super Mario Brothers, if I'm being honest. Super Mario Brothers is still a better game by far, but like Pitfall 2 was doing some really cool stuff.
Then let me toss an idea at you. How about you do like a double up episode where you talk about Pitfall 1 and 2? I guess that would be like a triple up, whatever. You talk about Pitfall 1 and 2, and then it leads into Super Mario Bros. It's just you're telling a story.
So have Pitfall, and then Super Mario Brothers, like the following episode.
Yeah, like you talk about both Pitfall games, and you're like, coming up next time on Dragon's Balls Pay.
Yeah.
And then you go into talking about Super Mario Brothers. I think that would be cool because especially the way that you were framing that, I've never thought about it like that, and I think it'd be a cool idea.
Like an evolutionary line.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool, man. Yeah.
You're the one that said it. You're the one that talked about it, so
I'll take all the credit then.
Shane, do you got any more? Do you want me to put Mud 1 down? Mud 1. I'll just write it down anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, sorry. I went down this rabbit hole of like, yeah, it definitely still exists, which is freaking wild to me that's still here. Apparently you can play it in the browser, but apparently that's maybe not the most reliable way. But if you want to go super 100% old school, you can download a telnet client and freaking do it that way.
No shot. That feels sketch.
Oh man, that's crazy. Okay.
You best be running that telnet client off of a VM.
Right.
How difficult would it be to cover Sega Rally?
Not hard.
I didn't think so.
Mudlet is the client these days to play Muds.
Mudlet?
Sounds like a Pokemon.
It does.
Okay, Wikipedia, I love you to death, but I already donated like 3 times now. Please stop giving me this thing.
Mudlet, a cross-platform, open-source, super fast way to play Muds. Huh, look at that.
Sega Rally. Why do I recognize this cabinet? Did they have a PS2 version of Sega Rally? Because it looks like a PS2 game.
Probably, but
The one that I'm
originally came
looking
out on the
at.
Saturn.
Oh shit, okay. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong version.
Wouldn't surprise me if they made like a Sega 2500 version of Sega Rally.
Okay.
They really put it on the PS2. They did that with a lot of their games in the PS2 era.
Okay, so what's like a Commodore era game that you guys have always wanted to cover?
That I've wanted to cover? Commodore? None?
Wow, wee. God damn. I just got roasted. None?
I don't even know what it, like, I never played the Commodore. I think I played
Like-
some Donald Duck game, and I remember because Donald Duck was at the airport, and you'd chuck watermelons into, like, boxes or some shit to be flown out. I don't remember.
Well, I know like Bubble Bobble and Pitfall 2 came out on the Commodore.
I mean, they did, but they're not Commodore games.
Yeah, but that's what I was meaning. Like the era, though, man. Damn.
So what-
007, License to Kill.
I'm
Everyone
sure
be my witness. He just killed me on stream.
list some of the biggest Commodore games then, and we'll go through them.
The Last Ninja.
Never heard of it.
Okay, Maniac Mansion.
Well, I mean, that's not exclusive, though.
Yeah.
I know. I said Commodore era.
Yo, the DuckTales game. Yo, that'd be fun.
Oh, damn. I didn't say
see.
on the Commodore.
Well, now you got me looking. There's a 1984 Barbie game that was exclusive to the Commodore 64. So
There you go.
there it is.
Well, I was okay. So like, there's the Bard's Tale,
What the fuck is this? We should play Cave of the Word Wizard,
That makes sense.
a 1982 educational children's game released for the Commodore 64, designed to teach spelling.
Fuck
Hey.
it.
Let's do it.
Or how about the Crystals of Zong?
Did you mean to say the Crystal of Dong?
Nope, definitely Zong.
Didn't Commodore 64 get some Masters of the Universe games? No idea. All I know is that I have some weird nostalgia for the Commodore 64 just because of the art style.
We could also play Nobby the Aardvark.
I'm not even going to write that one down.
Aw, Goku died.
Who the fuck just gave my phone number to some weird... Whatever. Rip Goku. If you're gonna cover Duke 3D or any Duke game, try inviting Clint Bassinger, LGR. It'd be the most likely to get him on board. A long shot, but still. I assume LGR is the person that I'm thinking of, right? Like if I go back to the YouTube, like that LGR.
I have no idea, but I just feel like I should point out that there's a game called Mancopter.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing.
Is it you play as a man flying a copter?
Well, the player flies the copter by rapidly pressing the fire button on the joystick. If you stop pressing the button, or if you run into some sort of obstacle, the copter falls into the sea. Oh, it's Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
literally
it's,
Flappy Bird.
it's not a Commodore 64 game. It was made in the Commodore 64 era. I'm sure there's a Commodore 64 version of it, but the best version of the game is on the Master System, Choplifter.
Ah, yes.
And the cycle continues.
Choplifter is supposed to be a phenomenal game.
So when are they gonna like come back? When is somebody gonna make just a? Never mind. I'm not even gonna phrase that question because I know what the immediate answer is gonna be. It already exists and it's mobile and it's shit. There's a big classic from the Commodore 64. The name escapes me, but you play as an archer in some dark forest. Super short. I mean, I'll tell you, there's one game that I wish you guys would cover, and it's called FTL.
Faster Than Light?
Yep. It came out more than 10 years ago.
I haven't.
It's literally one of the greatest games ever made.
How old's the Stanley Parable?
Old, and I think it's old enough.
That game's amazing. BioShock.
Oh, yeah.
Stanley Parable is just old enough. It turned 10 in October. Which, do you want me to throw it on there? I will.
I mean, your list is bigger than probably our year list, so...
Doesn't matter. It's like, it's a good primer for you to go back to and be like, oh, you know what? I'm a list guy. I have lists among lists.
Lists on lists?
So, I mean, if you want to get us canceled, we could play a game called Ghetto Blaster.
Yeah?
For the Commodore 64.
Why don't we just play Custer's Revenge, then?
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, literally.
All right.
Shirley Maldoni's Top Fuel Challenge, authentic drag racing simulator.
With that being said, go play with your I'm getting canceled joysticks.
Woo!
I mean, there is another one called Emotep that looks like a pretty interesting side-scrolling shooter for the Commodore. Or The Attack of the Phantom Karate Devils.
Oh yeah. How about Ninja Golf? What am I doing right now? I gotta go revive the elf. It's beyond my 2 hours. I'm just kind of chilling.
Oh man.
Oh, I have to
I
go
lost
to the
track of all. Lost track.
Revive
of
the elf,
all.
and then I'll call it a stream.
Okay. I will end the list for now.
For now.
And I'm just gonna post it in.
I gotta play a lot of Shantae tomorrow. That's what I have to do.
Spoilers.
Good, it's advertising. Only fans of the show will know that we're going to be playing. That we're going to be talking about Shantae soon.
We gotta talk about the shanty.
Give me my little half genie hero right there. I wish for an Amiga themed episode with a guest from the UK on it. The problem is like finding someone from the UK who actually who's available, first of all, who you can consistently reach. Because, I mean, we have some good friends that are friends of the podcast that are from the UK, but, like, you reach out to them and you hear back from them, like, 3 months later.
What are you talking about? Certain people.
Just, no, like, everybody you reach out to from the UK.
Funny.
Well, except for Danny, but he's in Australia.
I'm trying to figure out where
not the UK.
the
Yeah.
safest place to post this would be, because I don't have enough characters to post it in the patron pub.
You're going to get a console-themed episode next year.
Yeah, we really should try to do like more of those, or like the industry figure ones. Like we've only done like what, 2 or something.
Yeah. I got my herb.
That sweet herb.
Like people? Yeah, we've done a couple of them. Like we did Reggie.
Was that literally it? Have we only done a Reggie episode? Have we ever done it?
Did we do Awada?
Did we?
We talked about him.
I know we talked about him. I was trying to remember if we actually did a full episode on him or not. I honestly don't remember. Oh yeah, Peter Molyneux. That'd be a good one.
That'd be fun. Yuzo, I want to do one with about Yuzo Koshiro.
Oh my god. Well, this is just incredibly difficult to read, but that's okay. We'll fix it real quick.
I want to see if we could do an industry profile. Be like, do an episode called "The Music of Yuzo Koshiro," and then reach out to him and see if he would like to stop by and talk about his music.
You could do an episode on John Romero.
How to destroy a major company.
Ooh. Is that it?
No, I want to go revive the elf first. I don't need to save right now. And talk about Ancient in general. I would love to talk about Ancient. Oh my god. I think the only problem with having Yuzo Koshiro on the show is I'd be fangirling the entire time.
You just have to mute yourself.
Oh, I said me myself. I'd be fangirling about that too. Yeah, the only problem about meeting Yuzo Koshiro would be I'd be fangirling the entire time. I'd lose my mind. I probably couldn't talk. Be like, Shane, you got to do this.
Maybe you can invite John Carmack. Oh, Todd Howard. There you go.
I wonder if he'd be confused about the Dick Jagan intro. I mean, yeah, he probably would be.
Okay. File. Save as. Downloads.
I got the Mystic Key.
RH. Oh my god, RHP. Cool. Close
I'm gonna
that.
save the game. Come back soon, and I will.
There you go. I uploaded the list.
All right, I'm calling it a night, everybody. Having a good night. Thanks for that. There were so many people in the chat tonight. I couldn't keep up. That's why Randall's in here, and I do appreciate Randall. Thank you for coming in here and helping me managing this. Nanda korewa, as Chris shouts. Yes. What is that? But thanks for jumping in the chat earlier, Randall. Shane, thanks for coming in to your own show. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks to the chat for making this a lively evening. Thank you, everybody. Like I always say, I do appreciate it. We had a great night. Probably don't anticipate playing more Final Fantasy Renaissance here in the future. I just wanted to play this game. I was in the middle of playing it today, and it's like, oh yeah, I am streaming tonight, so I decided to continue it on. But I don't think I've said this enough, but play Final Fantasy Renaissance if you like Final Fantasy. It's really super easy to get a hold of and play. It's a great game. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. We are primarily a podcast. Today we had an episode coming out about 1080 snowboarding, where there are some interesting lyrics that we discuss later on in the episode. I think it's just a well put together episode, and I think you will enjoy it. I'm not very good at it, but Shane's much better than I am, and I'm just getting all my words jumbled. Shane's much better at it than I am, and has much better memories, and he talks about it a lot better than I do. But you should go check that out. I think it's a really good episode. And during that episode, we talked about the King of Games coming back. King of Games 96 will return to the Patreon feed on January 2nd, 2024. That's right after the new year, obviously. And if you want to partake in that early and get in on the action before everybody else, it's going to be available to all patrons, every single tier. Every single patron is going to have access to that. So if you want to listen to King of Games 1996 with all our friends in the podcasting community, content creators, everything like that, go check that out. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to know where you could have seen this you could have seen this at twitch.tv/retrohangover, and just go to the link over there underneath our logo, and you can find all the other stuff, all our socials where you can find us, stuff like that. I've been severely neglecting Instagram. That's just a pain in the ass to post there, really. But you can find all our posts on Twitter, or X or whatever it's called. I'm trying to get a little bit more active on Blue Sky. Whatever that is, it's kind of dead there too. But the best place that you can interact with us is over on our Discord. The Discord link is in there. It's also, if you type it into the your URL bar, it's https://rhp.show/chat, and yeah, you can chat with us there. And that's the best place to reach us for social media. And that's all I really have. Shane, do you have anything for our fine audience right now?
I don't know. I think you covered it all pretty well.
Which is amazing, because I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I guess that means it's on me to say, until next stream.
Play with your We Are Making List joysticks. Good night, everybody. Bye.